Hey guys, it's Super Deep Prot, and welcome back to another Mario Party video. Before we get into this video, I did want to thank all of you for the support on my last video, which was uploaded about a week and a half ago. I did a video talking about the 5 boards that I would love to see show up in Mario Party Superstars, and I was very surprised and stunned to see that it already has over 1,000 views. The comments on it were very, very positive. A lot of people gave their thoughts on what boards they wanted to see, and so I did want to start this video off by thanking you for the support on that video, and it will be linked down below in case you want to see some boards that I would love to see come to the new edition of the Mario Party franchise, Mario Party Superstars, which is set to release in late October. In this video, I wanted to talk about my all-time favorite space in any Mario Party game and go over why this space will not be in Mario Party Superstars and how I kind of feel about that. I'm a little disappointed, but it's selfishly and very biased for me to be disappointed in it. I completely understand why this space is not returning in the October Nintendo Switch game, Mario Party Superstars. So without further ado, let's begin. So the space that I am obviously referring to, based on the thumbnail and the title, is the Game Guy space. Now, some of you might be unfamiliar with this space because you are not an old man like I am, meaning you are not in your late 20s, and maybe you are unfamiliar with the Mario Party games that were on the Nintendo 64, more specifically Mario Party 3, which was the last Mario Party game on Nintendo 64. So in Mario Party 3, there was a space called the Game Guy space. And what that space essentially was, in my opinion, one of the most fun and enjoyable and infuriating spaces that you could land on in any Mario Party game, maybe minus the Bowser spaces when talking about pure infuriating spaces. But what Game Guy would do is he would force you to gamble all of your coins away. Whether you had 10 coins or 100 coins, you would have to put them all on the line the second that you landed on his space, and you would enter literally a casino within the Mario Party 3 world, and you would have to play one of 4 games. Now, these games were random. You couldn't pick which games that you could play. The first one being a treasure chest game where you would have to pick a chest, and one of the chests would have Toad, the other would have Bowser Jr. or Koopa Kid or Baby Bowser. I forget what he was called in Mario Party 3. He's had so many different iterations over the years. I think it was Koopa Kid, but it might have been Baby Bowser. It was one of those two. I don't think it was Bowser Jr. But anyway, you would pick one of those 2 chests, and if you got it right, you would double your money. You could do that up to 3 times, or you could walk away at any point after your first pick. So if you got all 3 chests correctly, you would walk away with 8 times your money, meaning if you came in with 30 coins, you would leave with 240 coins. So you could be set for the entire game if you succeeded at the Game Guy space, or you could get screwed and lose all of your money. It was really a feast or famine space, and that was a pretty 50-50 game. The other one was a Chain Chomp based game where you would bet on different Chain Chomps and the odds that they had. The favorite would always be 2-1, meaning you'd straight up double your money, and the underdog would be anywhere from 4-1 all the way to 64-1. And obviously, if you pick 64-1 and you win, which I've personally never seen, you would win 64 times your money, and you'd get 999 coins, and you'd be set for the entire game, unless you landed on Game Guy again, of course. But landing on Game Guy, I should preface, was very rare. I feel like it did not happen a lot in the times that I've played Mario Party 3, which has been quite often. Whichever Chain Chomp would eat the cake first was declared the winner. The third game was a Lucky 7, I believe that was the name of the game, and basically you and Shy Guy would have 2 dice rolls, or you could have 1. You could stop after the first dice roll, and you would have to outroll Shy Guy. I feel like this was the most rigged game. I can't tell you the amount of times that in the 2 dice rolls, Game Guy would get a 6 or a 7, and you would have to match him, and it would be nearly impossible. Also, if you landed on 7, if your 2 dice rolls ended up on 7, you would win, I think it's 10 times your money. So there was extra incentive to try and go for that 7, even if Game Guy rolled like a 2 or a 3 and you already beat him. You know, do you want to risk rolling maybe a 2 if your first roll was a 5 to try and really, really cash out big? You know, there was always strategy involved, but at the end of the day, it was just complete gambling. And then the final game, which in my opinion was probably the worst odds, was Roulette. There were, I think, 5 different odds that it could land on 5 different sections of the roulette spin. You would have to pick one of those sections, and you would have to hope that it lands out on that section. And if it does, you get the payment equal to the odds. Obviously, the favorite would be 2-1, which is doubling your money. The second favorite would be 4-1, so on and so forth. And those were the 4 games that you could play when you landed on the Game Guy space. And I, for one, absolutely loved this. I loved it when I was a kid, and I love it in present day. Now, that could be because, you know, I do enjoy gambling from time to time. I'm not going to lie. I do enjoy going to Atlantic City.
And one more roll after this. Oh, what is that? That's 20. That's 20 bucks.
Oh my God!
20 bucks.
Whoa! Let's go.
Take those. Take those.
So maybe my enjoyment of gambling, occasionally, definitely not a lot, I try to do it once or twice a year, is what fuels my love for the Game Guy space. But it is certainly infuriating, especially when you have 90 or 100 coins, you land on the space, and then you lose everything from a pure luck-based game. So I understand why this space infuriated so many people. I completely get it. But I would have loved to see this space in Mario Party Superstars. And when I had heard that this game was being made, one of my first immediate thoughts was, are we going to get Game Guy in Mario Party Superstars? And the answer, even though it has not been confirmed wholeheartedly, is going to be no. We can see the board Woody Woods, and upon comparison of the little bit of Woody Woods that we can see in the remastered game, there should be a Game Guy space on this board, and clearly there is no Game Guy space. It's been replaced with a different space, and the lack of Game Guy in the Woody Woods image that we can see pretty much confirms that Game Guy is not going to be in this game. I think a bigger proof than that, than just looking at Woody Woods, is we've seen Peach's Birthday Cake and we've seen Spaceland, and Game Guy is not in either of those boards. I can't remember any Mario Party game where the boards had specific spaces. I know we've had board-specific orbs in Mario Party 7, like Pagoda Peak had the cannon, Windmillville had the bandit, and so we've seen those before, but I can't remember any Mario Party installation where the boards had specific and unique spaces. You would imagine if Game Guy was going to be in this game, not only would it be in Woody Woods, but it would be in Spaceland, it would be in Peach's Birthday Cake, and it's simply not in those boards. Now, a big reason why I believe Game Guy is not making a return is because Game Guy is literally gambling, and Nintendo's target audience with a Mario Party or Mario games in general are younger kids. I mean, you know, it's E for everyone, but a lot of kids, I mean, when I was playing Mario Party 3, I was 8, 9 years old. A lot of younger kids are playing these games, and so to expose them to gambling, I mean, the roulette game is literally roulette. I mean, this is gambling. Let's call it what it is. And maybe this is what got me on my gambling kick when I was young, is obviously going to be heavily controversial if they include a major element in their Mario Party game, even if it's just a space where you are forced to gamble all your money. With how much scrutiny is on video game developers, and I think even just any decision that people make because of social media, I think including the Game Guy space would add a level of controversy that Nintendo probably wants to avoid. I feel like they did a lot more creative and maybe even risque things in the early 2000s that we really don't see anymore. And Game Guy, I think, is the perfect example of that, and I think they just want to probably separate themselves from any sort of indication that there is any sort of heavy gambling element in a Mario Party game, and I think that that's probably a major reason why Game Guy is not returning. So am I disappointed that the Game Guy space will not be in Mario Party Superstars? You bet ya. I loved this space. My favorite aspect of it was when a friend landed on Game Guy, and maybe it was just my friend group, but all of us just burst out with excitement, and we were all rooting for the casino to wipe our friend clean. I mean, so many great memories of that. So many great memories of my friends who have 130 coins landing on Game Guy and having to play the roulette table and just losing all of their money. And I remember hitting it big once. I forget what game it was at, but I do remember walking out of the Game Guy Casino with literally like 700 coins. And you're set. I mean, you're literally richer than you could ever imagine and ever need to be in a Mario Party game. It was just so fun. It was so unique, and I think that's what I loved about it. And I would have loved to see Game Guy return, but for all the reasons that I've indicated, I think it makes sense why Game Guy will not be in Mario Party Superstars. And, you know, I just wanted to kind of make a discussion video based on the Game Guy space. But I would love to hear your thoughts. If you're familiar with Game Guy, let me know your honest thoughts of that space from Mario Party 3. Let me know if you would have loved to see it in this game, or let me know if you're very happy that Game Guy is not going to be in Mario Party Superstars. And if you're just hearing about Game Guy for the first time, maybe because you're a newer fan of Mario Party, a newer fan of these kind of Nintendo titles, let me know your thoughts on this space and whether you would have liked to see it in Mario Party Superstars. But guys, that is all for this video. Any other video topics or discussions that you want me to make, please let me know down below. I am trying to upload a little more here on Super Deep Rot. I stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/SuperDeepRot, stream Mario, stream Fall Guys, stream a lot of different games, and I will be streaming the heck out of this game when it comes out. That is for sure. Link for that Twitch channel will be down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you for the support on this channel. I will talk to you in the comments below, and I hope you have an amazing day.